come there for the religious people. They already had all the information they needed. They had the scriptures in front of them. I came to seek and save that which was lost. Well, that gets us into this parable. And it's a parable that I personally I've read many times, but hadn't paid that much attention to it. Jesus said he said there was this noble man who left to be appointed king. Okay, noble birth, he's going to go become a king. And he calls 10 servants in front of him and he says, hey, I'm going to give you guys each 3 months' wage. And I want you to take that money, go out and do something with it. Okay, so they all take this money. And this noble guy leaves. He goes off to this other country, leaving his servants to do whatever they want to, however they want to. Well, there was a delegation in that group that said, we don't want him to be our king. Let's send him and see if we can stop this appointment. Because we really don't want him as our king. So they send this delegation after this king, and he gets anointed king anyway. Well, it's been some time, and he comes back. He calls his servants. What'd you do with my money? Well, the first guy, he very proudly comes to Jesus, or to this noble, now king of the country, and says, hey, I got 10 times the amount you gave me. And the king says, you know what? Since you got 10 times the amount that I gave you, I'm going to put you in charge of 10 cities. Okay. The next guy comes up and he says, hey, well, I got 5 times as much as what you gave me. He says, well done. I'm putting you in charge of 5 cities. Well, then comes the third guy. I was kind of scared of you. You know, you don't treat us real well, and so I hid your money, and here's your money back. The king says, you worthless servant. You could at least put it in the bank. Couldn't you? Put it in the bank. I could have drawn interest on it. No. He just kept it safe. He didn't want to lose it. He didn't want to invest it because who knows what I might lose it if I make a bad investment. And the king isn't going to be real happy with me. And then the king says, oh, and by the way, those enemies of mine that you sent the delegation for, bring them over here in front of me. And I want to view the execution of all of these enemies. Now, you and I can see a parable is a story that has another meaning.